Hi guys, welcome to your March 2019 love reading for all air signs, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What I'm going to do is pull 3 cards for your love interest, 3 cards for you, and 3 cards for the outcome or combined energy. Looks like there's going to be a lot of positive things coming your way right now. A lot. Like a flood of positive things. Alright, so we have the Moon, Knight of Coins, Page of Cups. Okay, so your person that you're dealing with, they have the Moon card, and we know that's a lot to do with secrets. And the divinatory meaning of this is, even if you think you have all the facts, you probably don't. There's more going on here than meets the eye. Making decisions right now is problematic because it is hard to know what is true and what is false. These issues can be either internal or external, and sometimes both at the same time. The dark is temporary, and eventually the light of day will bring clarity. Advice is, try not to make decisions right now, and instead dig below the surface and determine what is real and what isn't. If you can't figure it out, just wait and time will take care of it for you. So they also have the Knight of Coins, and the divinatory meaning is the Knight of Coins is devoted, loyal, and steadfast. He understands the importance of timing, waiting patiently until the right moment to act. When resources are lacking, he's great at figuring out how to make something from nothing. In our world of instant gratification, he knows that some things take time and consequently can be trusted to stay committed for the long term. Advice is, take your time, make the most of what you have, and cultivate patience. I know that the Knight of Coins is the slowest moving knight. I feel like he's growing as an individual, possibly a lot of inner focus, focusing on themselves a lot right now. They are taking baby steps towards you, towards a life with you. It doesn't mean anything bad. It just means like they're really thinking about it, you know? They want to make sure that this shit is right, and that's a good thing. You want a person that thinks that way because it saves a lot. It saves you a lot, you know. Your person also has the Page of Cups, and the Page of Cups is exploring or experiencing an emotion as if for the first time. He is completely submerged in the feeling, like a teenager falling in love for the first time. Everything seems so huge, so real, so all-important that it can really blind him to reality. His devotion is admirable but can lead to some very real heartbreak. But on the other hand, it can also lead to the most important relationship or experience of his life. The advice is to dive into the experience, but do so with open eyes. Find the balance between celebrating your open heart and keeping it safe from becoming bitter or cynical in the future. I feel like this person is very, very aware of the fact that they are experiencing a true love with you. You know, they are in deep thought process about it all, strategizing. But I feel like they're also somebody that's usually pretty secretive. Like, it's the Moon card talks about, you know, secrets, but it's like that person normally doesn't express what they're feeling. And I feel like they want to, but again, they're checking themselves and making sure that, I mean, they definitely want a life with you. they're just making sure that they're prepared for it, basically. But again, like I was saying, this person is usually very secretive. They don't share their emotions, and I feel like they're not sure how. Like, they want to tell you how they feel about you, but they're not sure how to go about it, because they either want to, like, kind of have, like, diarrhea of the mouth with the emotions, or and just say the wrong things, meaning to be saying the right things, but, you know, they're strategizing on how to express how they feel with you. It's just, they're waiting for the right timing. They're waiting to mature with the emotions. I'm not saying they're going to wait forever, but I mean, you do have the Knight of Coins, so the Knight of Coins is the slowest moving knight, again, like I was saying. But be patient with them. They mean well. Their heart is in the right place. They want to make sure everybody's good when you guys get into a relationship. Like, they want to make sure that they can actually take care of you and support you and, you know, love you the way you deserve. And they want to be ready for it. It has your best interest in mind. So they actually really care. That is a sure sign that this person really cares about you. Obviously, seeing that you're kind of tripping out over the person, possibly because they're taking forever. They just seem kind of standoffish. But it's worth the wait, because they're going to give you a beautiful gift. I mean, it could be in the form of just the type of relationship that you guys have. You know, it doesn't have to be items or, you know, anything like that. It could be your type, the connection and the bond that you guys have with one another. So the wait is worth it, you know, to have that type of authentic bond with one another, where you could truly be yourself with this individual, and they're still going to love you for who you are, no matter what. Wonderful energy for you. All right. Well, that's good. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and the Magician. We have the Six of Cups. When I look at the Six of Cups, it makes me feel like the energy from that really is connecting from your innermost person, because we got, you know, like that childlike type of connection. When you're children, we don't have all this exterior shit that we pick up along the way. We have the Three of Pentacles, and the meaning this deck gives is working as a team can be so satisfying if everyone brings their best unique skills to the table and checks their egos at the door. People have different abilities, so by letting dreamers dream, planners plan, and makers make, great things can be achieved. This could also represent a situation where you are using various skills of your own to do something wonderful. Whether solo or in a team, multiple talents are required to pull this off. The advice is to remember that everyone is on the same team, working toward the same goal. Bring your best self to the project and help facilitate smooth teamwork. I was saying, the person you're dealing with may seem slow and standoffish, but again, the wait is worth it, because you guys are working towards the same goal. And then, you know, in the Rider deck, the Three of Pentacles is about like contracts and commitment. So, I mean, this person really wants that with you. You've got, you know, the Six of Cups, and then, I mean, look at that combination right there. They want a deep connection. When I say deep connections, because they're showing the kids here. So when they want to bond with your innermost being, you know, and they want you to bond with that within them, and they're committed to that, and that's why, you know, they're not rushing. They are really planning things out with, you know, to have a life with you. Even if you haven't met this person, they're working towards the same goal as you. Fire signs kind of got the same type of reading. So you may be dealing with a fire sign. And then your last card is the Magician, which is the most awesome card ever. Is the Magician, along with the High Priestess, is half the Fool's incarnate self, his true nature. This outgoing aspect wants to explore the world and to figure out the logic behind it. The Magician also wants to experiment with his natural abilities, trying things to see what happens. As he gains skill and understanding, he learns about his capabilities. His goal is to embrace his personal power, to harness the energy of the universe, and to manifest his will in his life. The four suits of the minor arcana surround him: a sword and air, a wand and fire, a cup and water, and coins and earth, showing his interest in the mastery of those elements. The divinatory meaning of the Magician in this deck is power, skill, understanding, and the desire and the ability to create. What is happening may not be obvious to the casual observer. True understanding requires seeing the world of possibilities, and that means seeing through the eyes of magic. The advice is, you have the skills you need to accomplish your goal. Be bold and confident. Be willing to step outside your comfort zone and do something different. The situation calls for a magical act which you can create. Do the thing, stand back, and prepare to be amazed. There's some people that have been, you know, doing some spells or affirmations or prayers, and they're not going to waste. Okay, whether you've been with this person or met them and not been with them, or you're still waiting, you know, keep putting the work in, because whoever you're meant to be with, I mean, they are in tune with you and they're working towards the same goal. So if you haven't even met them, they're going to meet up with you because you guys are going towards the same focal point, you know? And they are committed to that. Along with you, you're committed to that, you know? But there's kind of like that standoffishness about them. Maybe you should do some spell work or some type of energy work to make it easier for them to want to talk to you. Like, let's say they have a hard time telling you what they're feeling inside. You know, do some kind of energy work that would be like helping them to express what they feel in a safe manner, where they feel safe and secure, you know. But it's easy for them to find the words that they need to speak to you. Now I'm going to pull your combined energy. Nice. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Wands, Ten of Cups. You know, we have the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is an accomplished individual, you know, all on their own. So, again, make it to where your atmosphere around you, every time they come around, makes it just easy and light for them to express their true self to you. And then work on yourself, because you are a bad bitch. This is showing me you are a bad bitch, okay? And it's worth it. It's worth the battle that you've had to endure, because in the end, you got the Ten of Cups, which is the wish come true card, okay? Now I'm going to pull some energy from my Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck. And this is by Nicolette Cocelli. Shine bright, be like a candle. So it says, you are changing, and all about you, everything seems unfamiliar. You are changing so much that you may be wondering if you will make it through this change. You may, like Alice, be thinking that if things keep going this way, the way that they are, that you could go out like a candle and end altogether. But Alice does not cease to exist simply because she is unpredictable, in an unpredictable situation, and nor will you. You have a bright and glorious light within you that will shine through all the changes in your life, through every opportunity and perfect decision. It will shine despite the mistakes and hurts you may experience. The brightness within you is eternal and cannot be put out so easily. So despite the times when you fear that darkness lies ahead, know that the guiding light is inside of you. When you receive this card, know that no matter how difficult or strange things seem to be, and no matter how much your life is altering, that you are a bright and shining soul, and you will continue to shine for a long time to come. You may wonder what will become of you, but do not torture yourself with unnecessary worries or contemplate disasters. It is natural to feel a little anxious and to prepare for the worst, but trust this card. Your light has a long time yet to shine in this world. It will only grow brighter as your soul continues its marvelous journey through the wonderland of existence. So the divination meaning of this card is, your divine light is strong. You are radiant, endurance, resilience, making it through a trying time, hopeful future, wondering about life and death, contemplating the purpose of your existence, connections with the afterlife. So, I feel like some of you guys really need to work on just meditating for the skill of mediumship. I mean, it says, contemplating afterlife, but I feel like you're going to be connecting with a lot of your ancestors, some of them are your guides, and they're going to help you. The gift of mediumship is wonderful, okay? It's nothing to fear. But you have your ancestors that can be your guides in this lifetime as well. And they'll give you a heads up. They'll be like, that person's gonna come to you soon, They tell you these things. So, just make sure that when you're in meditation, you're also just connecting with that gift. And be prepared to receive messages. I mean, and it's so soothing when you get these messages, because you're like, it acts as a map when you get these messages from the ones that have crossed over. And they help you, in meditation too. They'll kind of tell you, like, you need to focus on this or that, and it helps you get to point A from point A to point B a whole lot faster. So don't fear it. It's a good gift, okay? I mean, you can set perimeters for, the people that have passed. Be like, dude, I don't want to see you. I don't want you to scare me. You could even tell them where to stand, when you're receiving these messages, or you could tell them to just speak to you through dreams so you don't freak out if you're afraid of seeing or hearing anything, There's this medium that I like to learn from, and she's been doing this forever. I guess she used to do it for some kind of show, but she's I think she's out in Scotland, but she was talking about how with her mediumship she had an experience that she didn't like, and her guide that helps her all the time was like, well, see, you learned your lesson. So he was like giving her heads up, like, dude, you need to tell them what's up. You need to tell them, like, I don't want to see you. I want you to stand there. If you do, you know, come by to give me a message. Like, there's perimeters, you know. Don't come in my auric field, you know. I don't want you tripping me out. Like, and they respect that, honestly, for the most part. I've not experienced anything bad. Yeah, so I've not had any bad experiences with it. But see, I'm the kind that is like, no, I don't want to see you. Don't freak me out. So, you know, I've told them, like, okay, if I need to have a message passed through me, well, for one, none of you guys can enter me to do that. No one's allowed inside of my body. And you need to give the message to my angels so that they can give it to me. You know, so I prefer to have my angels as the middleman. I can still sense the presence of the individual, but they don't fuck with me, you know. So it's not anything to be afraid of. We're all gonna die one day, and that's where we're all gonna exist. Now, this message is, of course, like, this message isn't for everyone. I'd say it's probably for about 10% of you out there. But you still need this message, so I'm passing it to you. I'll see if I can get the link to that lady, Colette, that I learned from, because she's so honest, and she's so sweet, and she'll even help you now. Like, she'll help you out, you know, if you have questions or anything. She's willing to help, so she's really cool. And she's open. She talks about the mistakes that she's made and stuff, and I like that about her, because we don't know, when we're on this earth, we don't come here knowing everything that we need to fucking do and be perfect. Like, we learn as we go. And so I like that she expresses the mistakes that she has made and what she's learned from it. I feel like for everyone out there, everyone, you do have ancestors that have passed, and they worry about us, you know. They want the best for us, so they're gonna do their best to bring that perfect person to you that you are meant to be with. And, you know, they're gonna give you a heads up, like, okay, so now you're like 10 minutes away from your location, saying like your destination with this individual. Like, let's say, you know, they're only like 10 months away from getting to you, you know what I mean? So they're your map. All right. So just be open to that in your meditation or in your dream state. Like, be prepared to receive messages and guidance in that way, because we are an extension of them. And so if they miss the mark, they're not going to want you to miss the mark, and they're going to do what they can to help you hit the target, you know. So yeah, it's definitely not anything to be fearful of. Of course, you know, always, like I said, put your perimeters up in your meditation. Just know, like, what you don't want, and know what you're okay with, you know. Even if it's just messages being passed through dreams, so you don't have to encounter any energies, you know, that make you feel awkward. Put that out there, you know, put that intention out there. I also feel like with the Shine Bright Like a Candle card, some of you are intended to be in the entertainment industry, like music and movies. So it's really important for you to work on yourself, because you need to get to that point. And let's say you haven't met your love interest yet, you don't know that if you, by preparing yourself and just working on your heart and who you are as an individual and being authentic, it takes you to the right place that you need to be, and that's where you meet. And that's where you meet the person that you were intended to be with, you know. Or if you've already met this person, you know, by working on yourself and just being patient with that individual, you guys will finally get to a point where you will come together, and because you guys have the same core values and the same goals, this individual is going to support you and help you get to stardom. You know, you're going to be in the musical industry or in the movies, and that person's going to help you get there. But, you know, it's very key for you to work on yourself, because your unique style needs to get out there like hardcore. Because, you know, the world doesn't need another copycat, you know? So by working on yourself, you're allowing your individual thumbprint to be exposed in this world. And I mean, you can change the world just by being you know what I mean? So whoever is on that vibe totally understands what the fuck I'm saying right now. But this reading was really awesome. I'm so happy that I got to deliver such good news to you guys, honestly. Again, just be patient with your love interest, work on yourself. You're about to be a star, you know, and allow those messages from people that have passed to, you know, get to you, because it's just going to help get you to where you need to be, and it's going to help shape you as an individual, because they could see things from a totally different perspective. The things that weigh us down, that hold us down, and the things that we worry about here on this planet, in this 3D world, they don't worry about that, because they could already see the end result, you know, because time is different for them there. So just, you know, trust the energies, like as you feel them. If they don't feel right, then don't let that shit fly. But if it feels, you know, if it feels like it's familiar and it feels like it's not intending some kind of evil on you, like, don't trip, you know, just take those messages that they bring for you, okay? Because it's going to get you to where you need. But thank you guys for stopping by and checking out my channel. I appreciate the fact that I was able to pass this message on to you, and I hope you guys come back again to check out my channel. I'm hoping to get some more readings out within this week. I am going to be moving, so I'll see how that will come out. I'll update you guys, of course. Okay, thank you. Bye.